Hi.
Hi. I thought I was going to have to put some codes in, but we're live. So let me just make sure that we're live in somewhere to make sure that it's going. And it is.
It is? Okay. I'm so
Okay.
excited. Okay.
I am so excited for you joining me. So, first of all, I want to introduce those of you who might not know Shantini. She is one of my dearest friends, one of my favorite people on this whole entire planet. And we work together. She is an incredible writer and human being and healer and all the things. Um, and you're not very active on Facebook. So
Mhm.
some of you guys might not have met Shantini yet. So I'm really thrilled and honored that you could join me today to talk about this these frequencies that are what are comprised in this program that I'm starting on Thursday. It's a 12-week program, Light Up Your Life. And I think you are the first person that I passed the beginning of these frequencies onto. I'm pretty sure you're the first person and in a private session. So just let me back up just for a second and share that the framework of this program, Light Up Your Life, was given to me by one of my spiritual mentors, David Adelson. He channeled it and felt that I was the person to get this out there in the world. And so I started working with these energies a few months ago and have passed them on to 6 people now. A couple of people privately. You were one of the people that we worked with it privately and kind of went really deep with it. And at first we thought it was only 3 statements or sacred tenets or frequencies. They're just so much. It's hard to kind of find an exact word for what they are. But we
Yeah.
thought there was only 3 of them. So when we started working with them, there was 3. They grew to 12, which there's another one actually that I haven't even
Oh,
talked about yet.
okay.
It's a technology that for those of you who are coming through this 12-week program, 3 weeks after we end, we're going to meet again, and I'm going to activate a technology for those of you who are going to be part of this
Oh,
program.
I did not know that.
I
Okay.
know, I haven't even told anybody.
So exciting. Okay.
And I got this activated for me a couple weeks ago, and it was just incredible. I feel like my light is just exponentially expanded. And
Oh,
what I have been noticing within myself since that time is that I feel like I'm really joyful almost all the time in a way that I've never felt before. And it will just hit me at moments that aren't, nothing's happening that's making me joyful. It's not external. It's just this joy will just come bubbling up. And I've
so
never felt that before.
joyful for no reason then.
Joyful
Joyful.
for no reason. Yes.
I love
And
it.
it's amazing. I haven't even talked about it because there's just been so much going on. I haven't even shared that with anybody. So, anyway, that's what we're talking about here today. And if you're joining me, either live or on the replay, let us know that you're here, first of all. And you can see in the comments here or the post, there's a couple of links that you can sign up to join us. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but you can see the price and all of that. It's just a pay link. I don't have a fancy registration page or anything because this is very
Organic.
back to the base. It's very organic, and I'm going with the simple yet profound
Oh, yeah.
way to do all of this. So
Mhm. And I
I'll
want
talk.
to say, yeah, I want to just like jump in and say, I'm sorry, did I cut you
No, no,
off?
no, go ahead. I just
I,
wanted to give a backstory for what we're talking about here. So yes,
I'm
please
so
share.
excited. I can barely like wait. I'm sorry. to say that, first of all, these, I want to say that it sometimes simplicity, right? There is an elegant simplicity to this work, right? So we are all, a lot of us in here, and I know many of you watching, whether it's on the replay or you're here live, hello. And also, Alicia, before I start, I want to say thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And everyone, I want to also say that what she didn't say, what Alicia didn't mention, is that a lot of what has happened for me and my growth and my expansion as a writer, as a healer, as a practitioner of all things magic, I want to say, it is because of you, Alicia. A lot of it is because from the very beginning, when I started getting online and started my business, I have known Alicia from way back when, and I've been working with her. And as you all know, she's the real deal. And that's with a capital uppercase R, uppercase D, all uppercase, actually, real deal. There's a lot of people out there who are amazing healers, and there are also people who, are okay, but maybe not the best. So, but I do say in the case of Alicia, she walks a talk. I have known her for a long time, and I know her behind the scenes, so to speak. And what you see is what you get. She is exactly how she is. There is no, and I work with a lot of people, and I've seen them behind the scenes as a writer and a copywriter. I see they are in front of the camera thing and behind the camera, and they're not necessarily always the same. And one's usually better than the other. I'll let you guess which one's better than the other. In the case of Alicia, she's exactly the same. So I have to say that, I have to give you that shout out before I begin, right? Because I want the world to know.
Thank you so much. We've been together since the beginning of both of our businesses. Yeah. And it's just been such a gift.
Yeah, it's been such a gift. That's the right word. It's a gift. It's a blessing. So, okay. So about these the tenets, the sacred tenets, right? I'm going to say that I was starting to say that it's about the simplicity of it. So a lot of us are kind of we are kind of experienced in high level stuff where there's and we love that. I love that, all of the rituals and all of that stuff, right? A lot of techniques that you might have to apply and things when you are experiencing energies, when you're self-healing or working with others. The power of this methodology, this process that Alicia is going to be revealing is contained in its deceptively simple sort of how it unfolds, right? It's deceptively, in a good way, deceptively simple. And it is so profound that, I can't tell you that every time you use it, you work with these sacred tenets, something new is revealed about yourself and about how you approach the world and about the world around you as well. So that's what I feel, Alicia. That's what's been happening for me. It's an ongoing state of unfolding that continuously happens. It's deepening and expansive. It's, as you said, it's there's this uplifting energy behind it. And at the same time, because when you gave me these statements, soon after that, I went through a hard time. It's a personal, in a personal way. I experienced something that was really, really hard for me. And the power of these statements is that they heal, they transmute the energy, the sadness, the all of the stuff, the frustration and the grief or the anger and all of that I was going through. And it transmuted that. It helped me, it sustained me, it lifted me up, and it held me in a container that felt safe, where I could feel what I want to feel. So these feelings were big, I'm going to say, and you know me, you've known me for a long time, and this was a big one for me.
Yes.
This thing that happened, and it was kind of overwhelming, and thank heavens for the statements, because I felt safe in allowing myself to feel what I want to feel. And it also gave me, and I'm going to review one of the stuff that I think we agreed on. So there's one of it has something to do with permission. And at one point, I was I was just curled up in bed and I was crying. And all I said was permission, permission, permission. And the energies did their magic. It was like magical. I felt held. That's the word. I felt held in that energy. I felt safe, and I felt like I could be me. Like I didn't have to not feel what I felt. And at the same time, even though, as I said, it was a big feeling, it was good because it allowed me to release in a safe way and heal.
Yeah.
That was one of the big experiences, the big ones. And I've been saying it ever since. It's a mantra to me.
Yes.
And it's a mantra.
Yeah.
And I feel myself transform on a daily basis.
Yes.
And as you said, it's it's almost like what's happening now, Alicia, is I'm like, oh, what's going to happen today then? Something new is always going on for me. And I've included it, and I don't know if I even shared this with you. I have an evening candle ritual that I like to perform. You know this about me. And I've included this almost like a prayer. I would say it is like a prayer to me. And I've also found that when I say these tenets with intention, I receive the energy that I'm looking for as well. So I want to say that. So if it's joy, courage,
yes,
faith,
right,
right. So it does do that. So it's almost like this something that you can use in your own way. Like it has its thing, and then at the same time you can make it your own.
Yeah,
which I love very, very much. Yeah. So
thank you for sharing that. And I've been able to be behind the scenes in your journey with these sacred tenets. And it's just remarkable. When I first received this from David, I was like, what? I didn't quite get it, how big this actually was. And like I said, at the beginning, there was only 3 of them, and then it grew. And they're activated statements, but they're just so much more than that. I mean, they're activated statements that carry so much multi-dimensionality. And it's just, this program is going to be super simple, but yet multifaceted. So our calls are going to only be 30 minutes. I'm not going to draw it out, a long call, because it's not necessary. They're so profoundly simple that we could probably do it in 15 minutes, but people will have questions and things will come up. And, if things will definitely get triggered along the way. And I'm not going to leave you triggered. We'll do the healing for whatever's coming up. In fact, I have created some pre-healing for this because of the triggers that have happened with the people that I've used these frequencies with. So if you've signed up already, make sure you check out the Kajabi course, and there's some healing in there for you already. But I think I'm still unpacking how vast this is. And part of why I think that I'm really drawn to the simplicity of this is that in the last 3 years or so, and it was really leading up to things getting kind of crazy before COVID and all of that. But in the last 2 or 3 years, it's like things have just gotten more and more and more outrageous, and especially in the spiritual community. And some people might not like what I'm going to say here, but you will find truth in it. It's almost like people are trying to one up everything, one up the last, Akashic record thing, or, creating these grander and grander and more complicated things. And it's gotten a little bit outrageous, in my opinion.
It's a good word.
And it's unnecessary. We don't have to be that complicated. We don't have to get so outrageous. And I have been finding myself for the last year or so really getting back to the basics of things that I started with, a decade ago or more, but yet from the perspective that I have now, and with all of the incredible tools that I have now, and expanding on those simple basic ideas. And that is kind of what this program is really going to be about, is just that simplicity, but yet so multi-dimensional and multifaceted and multi-layered.
Exactly. And it's almost like it's hard to believe that so much can be held. I want to say that I feel like words are vessels that carry energy, right?
Yeah.
And certain words, when they are strung together, it's
Yes.
abracadabra, or it's like,
Exactly.
yeah,
And you're the best person that I know to speak on that.
yeah,
Just the word perfection. And I love what you said about words strung together. So think about musical lyrics and
yes,
poetry, and just what a profound, experience that we as humans have with words, and how important language and words are. And each one of these statements builds upon the other.
oh
So
yeah,
just taking the statement that you mentioned, perfection or permission, sorry, we're letting go of perfection. Permission. And just, those of you who are watching, just say that to yourself for a minute.
yes,
Permission.
try
And
it.
permission, and you're probably going to have all kinds of thoughts come into your head. Permission from who? Permission for
For
what?
what? Yes.
And we're going to be talking about all of that on that particular call, because that goes really deep. That programming about permission goes so deep in the human collective. And that's just one little tiny piece of one thing that we're going to be doing. And that's probably the best one to talk about, because it's one word, but it holds infinite energy.
When you first said it, it was a shock to my system.
Yes, I remember.
In that space, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this, right?
Because it's so foreign to us for one reason.
Yes, exactly. There was a part of me that almost wanted to push. So that's what's kind of fun, I want to say. It's triggering, I guess, if you want to use that word. But I want to say it's also kind of fun because it pushes you to in a gentle and loving way, pushes you to the edge of what you believe is possible for yourself in terms of healing and being empowered and taking charge of your life and being expansive. And no matter where you are, it meets you. These statements meet you where you are, not just in your life, like in your day, from hour to hour, in fact, because it's not like we feel exactly the same way as we started out the day, and when we end the day, we feel differently, obviously. And these sacred tenets, they meet you where you are, and they're always there. They're almost like guardians, I want to say, and angels. They represent, to me, they represent, I feel safe. I feel like I'm surrounded by these sacred tenets. And I love, and it's a prayer, it's a blessing, it's a mantra, it's all of these things and more. So I would really, really highly recommend that you try and experience it for yourself. And you've already joined, then good for you. You're going to have such
Yes. And we're going to be working, this program, as I mentioned, is going to be multifaceted. And I don't know if I've even shared this with you, but there are going to be images that are going to go with each one of the tenets or the statements. Very simple symbol. They're not sacred soul symbols, but they're similar. They're a symbol that's going to go with each one. And there is a very, very simple movement that we're going to do together that you can do in 2 seconds throughout your day to really anchor in that frequency. And I'm going to be giving you a few options of optional things that you can do to work with each statement. And it's just going to be like you said, unpacking so many layers. And this is the first time that I've, of course, run this program. I plan to run it consecutively because I feel that this is a movement. And I plan to just continue once our 12 weeks is up, we're going to start another 12 weeks and more people will join. And I feel this snowball effect energetically. So those of you who do join, you are in forever. You're in you're in this program forever, and you can come back through every round that I ever do live. And those that are joining for this particular round right now, you are a founder of Light Up Your Life. And that means that you can become a partner with me then all of the next times that I teach this or offer this. I'm not really teaching it, it's an offering. And that means that you will be able to share this with your friends, family, audience, whatever, however that applies to you, and receive a 50% affiliate payment commission, basically, for everyone that you bring in to future offerings. And that's part of how I'm planning to create this snowball effect and really reach people that are beyond my own audience. So I'm excited about that.
Oh my gosh, so am I. I am so excited. This feels like it feels like, and it's at the end of the year as well. So I feel like it's the perfect time. It's like crossing into this new space, bringing in more joy and more high vibrational frequencies. Goodness knows we all need more joy. Right?
Yes.
Right?
We definitely.
Yeah, we could
absolutely. Yeah. So this is going to really take us through the end of 2022 and into 2023. And something interesting about that, I have a really good friend that is a super high level astrologist, and she's the most knowledgeable person I know about astrology. And back in 2019, she told me that we were heading into a really difficult time on this planet, and that it was going to be really, really hard until 2023. And then in 2023, things were going to start to shift. And so I'm really excited to see what's going to happen for us. Finally things will get hopefully better and easier planetarily, for the human collective. And I think that having these frequencies to work with will really support that shift and those changes for people.
Absolutely. As I said, they lift you up and they keep you safe all at the same time. So it's a wonderful, I'm so grateful, Alicia. Thank you so much. I just want to say, I am just so grateful because and as these things often do, they arrived, they entered my life. You gave them to me at the perfect, it was divine time. And I had no idea I even needed them, but boy, did I need them. And I'm so grateful for that. I want to just say, so yeah, it's going to be I'm excited as well to see as we keep using it, because I feel like the more, so coming in at now and starting to use it as because it feels like, I think you mentioned that it feels like it wants to expand. There's something more that's flowing in as well, as we all use this and these energies and work with these energies. So I feel like coming in early on is an exciting time to begin. So we can go through that journey and experience it from the beginning. And I love that you said we are founders. I love that. That is exciting. I love that so much.
Well, founders in this, what I believe is going to become a movement. And it's going to be amazing doing this all together as a group, because I really noticed a big difference doing this on my own, or just you and I, or I have a couple of other people that I've done it with privately, when we gathered together as a group of 6, and just 6 people. And the energy was just so expanded, 6 of us gathering together, let alone, hundreds of people. Thousands. So it's thousands. Thousands. So it's going to be amazing. So thank you for sharing your experience. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? You've said a lot.
No, I just want to say that this is like related, but not related. I just want to say, I do not know what I did to be in this space with you, to be your friend, and to be in a place where I receive this magic. Any one of you who has worked with Alicia in any capacity, you know what I'm talking about. Just being with her is a healing experience. Honestly, it is. It is for me, and I know a lot of people will agree with me. And when she brings something through like this and she's excited about it, it's special. It is special, and I can attest to that. It is something really, really special. So yeah, I just want to say that.
So thank you for joining me. And those of you who are watching, you can see on the text above this video or beneath the video if you're on YouTube. We start this Thursday, December 1st at 12 o'clock Pacific time. I have priced this at crazy, $111. The price is going up. It's doubling on Wednesday. So you have about 36 more hours or so to get the super discounted pricing of $111 or 3 payments of $44. I even made it simple for those who needed a payment plan. I just created that, and both of those links are above this video. Those same links will still work after Wednesday, but you'll just see that the price has doubled. So I can't wait to see who's joining me. I can't wait to take you guys or guide you guys through this offering for the next 12 weeks. It's going to be simple, easy, digestible, but profound. And as I said, the calls are going to only be about 30 minutes long. It's not going to take over your whole day. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we will. I can't wait.
So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to actually be here tomorrow at 11 o'clock Pacific time with another one of my really good friends, Pamela Strum, who's going to share her experience with these energies as well. So if you're wanting to learn more, you can watch exactly where you're watching now tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, or come back and watch the replay if you miss it. So thank you, Shantini, for being on here and sharing your experience.
Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.